Greetings Virgo, thank you for joining me, thank you for being with the channel, thank you all for subscribing and welcome to new subscribers. This is your November reading for 2019. It will take you further than November. These are quite intense readings, or they're designed to be. They'll be individually for each and every one of you. Then you might find a different level of intensity coming in. But yeah, we are moving into very unknown times, I think, as we cross the threshold into the 2020s, unleashing that new numerological decade. There's things that we are not aware of that are going to open up, new portals, new timelines, new activations. So this is a really important time to be with yourself, to understand what you want and where you're heading, especially for the next decade. And there's no better time than right now to be doing that. Some of the events in November: Mercury goes direct, Neptune goes direct. It's a universal month of 5. We have the 11-11 portal, which is really quite significant for tuning into. Very good high vibrational angelic frequencies for you to call upon. We have a full moon in Taurus, which of course is the grounding earth energy, the same as your own. So this could be good for careers, for finances, and for energies like that that bring grounding to us. So I'm sure there are plenty of other astrological perspectives that I haven't keyed into for November, but those are the basic ones. Now, some of the messages I got for you guys were guidance. Some of you need some guidance coming up as the year is coming to an end, to reach out for it, and others of you will be giving guidance to others because of your logical aptitude and your ability to work through scenarios and to be very sensible about it. The master number 11 could be important to you, and that comes back to the angelic vibration of the 11-11 portal for November. You're also being asked to being open to receiving, to trust and follow an unfolding path that is coming your way, and to not be afraid, Virgos, to ask for help, because I don't think you do that a lot. Also to know you are not alone, and to really hone in on synchronicities that start happening in your life, and to be present and be still. Also, breath and yoga may play a role for you. You have a little visitor for your reading. We'll see, he won't stay for long. He is actually a Virgo, we're pretty sure. We don't know his exact birth date, but it is somewhere around September, and chances are he was a Virgo. So I think it's really nice that he's popped in for the Virgo reading. Hey Enzo. So I'll let him say hello for a few minutes. Most everyone loves it when Enzo pops in. He doesn't do it often, and I often say too, he gives a message of some sort. So there could be a message for some of you about your pets one way or another, and it might involve cats or a domestic dog. There could also be a message there for you about the way cats are, just they've got a degree of independence, so independence might be something in the background for you, but they also have a way of bringing in calm and being in the present moment, and that's what we were just talking about as he came into the reading. So now that he's gone, I will shut the window again before he comes back. He's decided to mess the table up with the cards, but that's all fine. Everything is exactly as it is meant to be. So this is for Virgo. We would like to see what you have in store for Virgo. What would you like to tell them, and what would you like them to focus on, please? We have 3 here. The High Priestess, talking about your intuitive guidance, trusting, receiving a path that is unfolding. The number 11 even though this is not actually the number 11, there's the number 2 there, which is representative of looking like a number 11. The High Priestess, the 7 of Cups, and the Victory card. A lot of blue coming in through there. Blue is the throat chakra area of the body. It's also about communication and talking. The High Priestess is your major arcana card. She has her feet on the moon, and she also has a moon on her top of her head here at the crown. So this can be indicative of energies around the time of eclipses. Now we have an eclipse coming up on the 26th of December, and it's the final eclipse for the year. I think it's going to really open up a lot of activity for a lot of people because of the way it's falling on the very end of 2019. So eclipses tend to bring to the surface things that we have been perhaps unaware of, but if it wasn't unaware of, we've been hiding from them as such. So unfinished thoughts or processes, unaware of energies or directions, afraid of energies or thoughts as well. So all of these things could be activated. Now the High Priestess is the learner. She's the great wisdom keeper. So she is learning on this journey, and she is evolving through a process. So this could be part of the message that's coming for you for this November and December period as the eclipse energies start to clip in. She is also about esoteric knowledge and understanding and obtaining a higher reverence to life, I think is a good choice of words. She can also be about psychic awareness, awakening and opening. She can also be about bringing balance to areas of your life, including your hormonal areas. And this can be particularly a poignant message for women and sometimes older women going through menopausal changes. There may be some benefits in getting that all checked out and uplifting alternative therapies such as minerals or vitamins, adding those into your diet. She can also be around when there are potential new partners in life, and I'm talking intimacy here, where there can be intimate new partners coming on the scene. For some of you, there may even be more than one. So if anybody is out there as a Virgo looking for new partners, there's a possibility that there may be this option around at the moment. So you might find attraction with other people, a chemistry, like sparking up an attraction. Some of these people may not be your best choice, so just use some due diligence when you are looking at new relationships. Make sure you check out their credentials and their honesty, because there's a lot of nasty people around who are, ripping off others. I don't know why there's so much bad stuff in the world, but there is. In reality, you've got to be very careful who you hook up with, who you tell people information about, what you share with people, what you give out, all of those. And the 7 of Cups can be a little bit of a card that tells us that. But moreover, the 7 of Cups is a card of choices, and it represents many choices coming your way. And this could represent something that is affecting you at the heart level. So something you become passionate about or emotional about, or something that just stirs your energies. This could be in your career sector or your relationship sector or even your health modality. So again, there's more than one option around you. You're being presented with, it's a fun time when we have choices in life. It sort of sets us going. It creates enjoyment and pleasure because we're going, oh, should I do this or should I do that, or oh, should I take him on a date or her on a date, and yada yada. So yes, it's fun and it's exciting. You just have to be logical about it. But am I the person that shouldn't be needing to even tell the Virgos this, because you're so often so logical? So don't let it be a hindrance either. Do go out and have some fun and enjoyment, but keep your Virgo intuition in the back of your head. when there are new people around. This one that came out, the Six of Wands, is a victory card. It's about victory of some sort. Some of these choices that are coming could be suggestive of victory within a choice. So although they're not all right, one of them might be very right for you. So whether it's a career choice or a health choice or a partnership choice, one of them might be really right at this point in time, and it might lead to something more permanent in the future. So apply yourself and look deep and, get out there and involve yourself in making these choices. Some of you, this could be the end of a schooling or educational period you've been going through where you gain accreditation or certification. There could be things along those lines. And again, there are other people involved in this in the background. So it seems a month to me where you're not alone. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is a court card or, involving other people some way. It definitely involves other people. But the Judgment is another major arcana, so 2 major arcanas. I like the Judgment card. It seems to be coming out a lot lately, and that's really indicative of change at the very highest level. A little bit like her is a very spiritual card. She's learning a lot of esoteric, cosmic, galactic soul knowledge, and these ones here are embarking on it as well, but they get it through a different way. She's receiving it through her own desire and her own empowerment and her own ability of knowledge. They're receiving it through something more external that is coming to them, that is like a bolt of lightning that enlightens them or frees them up. So sometimes with this Judgment card, I feel that you get an opportunity to move away from something that's been restrictive, that's been holding you back, that has disabled you one way or another. So you feel this freedom. I mean, these people are naked here with their arms up. The freedom they have is almost tantamount to nothing else. That's, of course, allegorical, but it means that that can happen to you in your life at this period of time, which is kind of what I said at the beginning. So these messages can come to you through visions, dreams, astral travel, through synchronistic events. You can hear them. You might even hear voices. You may hear signals or symbols. You may see things that you find very unusual. You might be involved in Mandela moments or strange effects of things taking place. Some of you could have things happen with your head or your ears. You may hear strange noises. You may have head pain during the month of November or December. Some of you may go and see a doctor about ears, eyes, nose or throat. But overall, this is a card of freedom. That's the best way I describe the Judgment card. Well, I'll take these ones. The Devil came out. That's, you see, Judgment is freedom from the binds of the devil. The devil is when we have been held in deceit, when we are unbalanced, when we have lost our ability to see clearly options that didn't suit us. So the Devil is a card representing Capricorn quite often, and could represent a Capricorn person for you as well that might be in the play one way or another. It could be that there is something going on with that person. It could be a new person you meet, in as much that there's this chemistry with the Capricorn, or there are choices you have to make around the Capricorn person. But the Devil is a card of needing to bring balance in and needing to free yourself up from something that has completely taken away your liberation. And oftentimes it's either yourself, like an obsession or an addiction, or it's a person controlling you who is obsessed or addicted to you, and they restrict the way you are living. So there's a lot of freedom coming in this card. There's our Court card, knowing that we definitely had people around us. This is a fire sign person. So let's see what else is coming. Another Court card. And another. So I knew the Court cards were coming in. So earth sign like yourself, another earth sign like yourself, and a fire sign. These two could be related. They actually could all be related. This may be family members that you are associated with or seeing. There could be tensions around this gathering or people. There could be tensions in the air that need resolving. There could be 5 people involved here. There are actually 5 people. If we look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 people may be playing a role in your life. Siblings, parents, cousins, partners, children, something along these lines. And there might be some resolve that needs to be done. Some of them could have ideas or choices they want you to help make or move into. Or you might be, remember at the beginning I said there was guidance? I said some of you need guidance and others of you are giving guidance or counsel. So these people may be involved in this guidance one way or another, whether you are giving it or you are receiving it. Of course, it could be different for each of you. There's a little bit of clashing that goes on, a clashing of the wills. And I think in part it's because of this freedom or freeing up of something that needs to be done. It could be like an independence thing, moving away from someone's reign or jurisdiction over you, or it could be that someone else was held under the spell of the devil's reign and you're trying to help them become freer. And it might not be people per se, it could be an addiction to something that they've been involved with. It could have been an addiction to drugs or alcohol or food or dieting or exercise or money or gambling. It might be that you are offering some of these people support or help one way or another, and that's where a little bit of this tenuous energy comes in, with them fighting back a little bit, kind of like not really ready to take on board everything yet. So let's just do a little bit more. You've got a busy month with other people. It's like it's not just all about you. The first card was definitely about you and your learning and your aspirations. The Four of Swords is saying just take a little bit of time out, collective time out, to breathe and get some space. And again, this can be going on a retreat or a weekend away, sometimes with an intimate partner. Like this one up here, there may be some sexual chemistry still around that comes and goes in between all of the other activity, and sometimes this can even form a pregnancy or a conception. It is a time to pay heed to your head. You've had that with the Judgment card as well. I don't know if any of you have headaches or something that you're concerned about in your head area, like even toothache or neck ache. Some of you will go and get that attended to and just looked at, or an x-ray or a healing or an osteopath or something. So the moon, things going on at night. Back to the moon again, back to the eclipse, which is where we began this journey. So we're back to the eclipse. You've still got zodiac signs coming in. You've got the water signs as well. So you've got a lot of different people around you, quite a few earth signs, a fire sign, and a water sign going on. This can be a triangle here. This can be a triangle of love. Can involve partners who have either been married before or who are in the process of divorce or separation, or who you are meeting a new partner, or you are dealing with a new partner that has someone else in their life one way or another, possibly still married or in the act of separation, or a very dependent ex-partner or dependent children might well be in this scenario, and this could be what all of this over here is about. These people, basically though, for money, if we come back to money with the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and now the Four of Pentacles, you managed to get a really good bunch of cards in terms of pentacles out here about finances, career, opportunities, new opportunities, new ideas, concepts, possible job inferences here going on of either job opportunities, promotions, pay rise, a loan. If any of you were wanting to apply for a loan, this is a really good time for that, of probably managing to get a loan, sometimes being bequeathed some money or given some money from a relative who loves you. Also seeing someone who is knowledgeable about money for investment, or someone who possibly extends their gift of money in terms of a job or their knowledge, and it could be a lawyer or an accountant as well. So there's a real lot going on. You've got a lot of cards out through there, guys, and there are a lot of messages for you. A lot of yellow too, if you see there. And of course yellow is intellect, but yellow is also gold, like the pentacles. So there's something about your money coming into the perspective as well for the month. Let's just see one card from here. This is the Spirit Guide Animals. What message would they like to just pass on as well? This is for Virgo for November. These animal spirit guides, I've noticed, are very passive. They're very calm. They don't do many jumpers. They're very patient cards. So they don't force themselves into a reading in any way. So I think when they do come out, they're really worth focusing on and paying a little bit of attention to, and going within your own space to ponder what these particular images, what the cards and what the colours could mean to you. So you've got two spirit guides here that have come out that have wings that fly. So taking flight, making movement into the future, being light. It could all be different things to think about. You have a red base chakra and a green chakra. This is the heart chakra and this is the base. This is your finances, your home, your money, your career. This is emotions, the heart, love and feelings. Oh wow, yeah, love is all around. That's so beautiful. And we got that. We've got that there was love in this bunch of cards. You know, there were relationships without doubt, and the potentiality of some new relationships or healing within other relationships and changing relationships. Moth spirit says surrender. And I think we could surrender to love. And if I got that right, you guys were be open to receiving, trust and follow an unfolding path. Ask for help. You are not alone. Be present, be still and breathe. Just looking at those beautiful colour palettes, the images, feeling into them. Which one is talking to you? What colours? What messages are they telling you? What is it you need to surrender to? You know, we had a bit of surrendering with the Devil card. This is surrendering and giving away things that no longer serve you. And also the Judgment card is surrendering as well. There's quite a lot of red in all of those coming through. So for some of you, there is a need to surrender something that doesn't suit, doesn't work, is out of balance, or is surrendering the old to allow the new in, I think would be really, really poignant as well. Now, because I was doing this work for you before your reading, you guys got given the messages breathe and yoga. Well, breathe as in, I interpret it as yoga. So I'm just going to pull for you here a yoga card. Now, some of you may not be interested in yoga, and that's fine. So I guess basically for you guys then, the reading has finished. But if you wish to stay on and find out what yoga card arrives for you, and then how to undertake that and utilize it as a, a way of connecting with yourself, with your higher self, with the messages that are coming through, of feeling peace and meditation, then you're most welcome to stay on. Now just remember too that when you're doing yoga, if there's a pose or something that's quite strenuous, you must do stretching first and then stretch again afterwards. But this is interesting. I think this is the corpse pose, which has been the only one that's been coming out lately. So this is all about relaxing and just calming down and letting go. So I'll hold this as close as I can for you to read. Lie flat on your back. Legs are about a foot apart. If the small of the back is not flat on the floor, place a bolster or rolled blanket under your knees. Arms are by your sides, palms up. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Relax. Continue for 1 to 2 minutes. My body is rested. My mind is calm. My heart is at peace. That was Stevie. My spirit soars. And the benefits. It's used between postures. This resting pose allows the body and mind to absorb the benefits of previous pose. From this center of rest and relaxation, you will be well equipped to face the day. It provides complete relaxation, it rejuvenates the body, and it slows the respiration and heartbeat. So that's a nice easy yoga pose, and it's called the corpse. It's number 32, which is a 5, and that's the picture. Lying flat, arms out, palms up, feet about a foot apart. Breathe deeply for about a minute. Continue 1 to 2 minutes. So there we have it, Virgo. I think a lovely reading for you guys. I trust that you are able to really think deeply into the messages that came. You've got a lot of promise with things in here, a lot of activation for the future, and a lot of lovely insights. So take flight for the month coming. Take flight as you breathe into the end of this year and fly into 2020 with love and surrendering anything that no longer serves you. And with that, much love everyone. Namaste.